Oh, okay. Just looking at something real quick. But yeah, we are back today with a another replay review stream. I ain't gonna lie, it's like 3 o'clock still, and I'm like tired, bro. This whole week my schedule got like messed up because of Capcom Cup. Yo, Night Owl, what's good? I was watching a video. Uh, I'm tired. But regardless, we are still here. We're here to level up, get better, watch some replays. But yeah, how's everyone doing in the chat? Did everyone catch Capcom Cup this weekend? Headed to work? Dang. Dang. They, uh, shit. Like I said, I'm doing all right. I'm just a little tired. Body's sluggish. Yeah. I ain't paying to watch it. I bought it. And then there also is a if you're the I'm not gonna say anything. Never mind. I would say if you were in the Discord, the Houston Discord, uh, someone may or may have not been streaming. It wasn't me. I can tell you that straight up. Someone may or may not have been watch partying it. So we were watch partying it uh, last night. But I bought my ticket, so I'm good. I paid for it because I was watching it on my own, and then I joined in when everyone else was in the Discord. So I was like, I'll just pop in and watch it, chat it up with everybody while watching it instead of watching it by myself. But yeah, Sahara won, and then we watched SFL yesterday. Well, today. See, my days got kind of messed up. Uh, Sahara won with Ed. Now, you got people finally starting to say something about Ed, but it's funny to me that I've been complaining about Ed for the longest. I knew it, and I still complain about this character. I was saying, my Ryu, whatever, wherever people were complaining about are broken or whatever. But I'm telling you guys this: Ed is supremely broken, like super broken. Because you have to think about it like this. For three, I think Mina RD brought up this point that no one refused to acknowledge. That Mina RD tweeted, I think, earlier last year, sometime around last year, he said, all the premieres outside of mine have been won by Ed players. No one's going to say anything about it. No one's going to talk about the strength of Ed. And he's correct. Right? He was correct. And I was saying this. I was like, if the character, like, Mai is just more of an annoying character, right? So she has like annoying stuff or whatever. You have to do some system stuff to be able to get around some of the stuff, right? To make her stop, right? But Ed, that character is super broken, bro. On with punishable normals. Combos that Dream Corner combo carries that does a huge amount of drive gauge advantage for him. Generates a huge amount of drive gauge advantage for him. Capcom better nerf him, because Japan has been complaining when they did that patch, and there was no nerf to Eds, but there was nerf to Mai. They're like, yeah, sure, nerf to Mai, but they're like, where's the patch to Ed? Where's the patch to JP? Japan was complaining about it. I hope he has some nerfs. And the thing about me is what nerfs is, I'm not trying to kill the character. Most people are like, whenever they say they want a character nerf, so most people when they want my nerf, they just want they want their character. They want the character to be unplayable, but they want their character to be broken. This is the state of what most people ask for. When most people ask for nerfs, they're not asking for fair. They're asking for a taste of the balance. Yeah, there was a little taste of the balance that went out there. I was going to make a video on it, but I was doing other stuff with the covering some of the stuff in Capcom Cup. But there has been a leak for some of the changes. Not all of them have been confirmed. There was a gas leak that had some true stuff, and then there was also like a separate leak. The guy has like over 28 CPU battles, and it's kind of hard to tell what's changed because the CPUs are just beating the crap out of each other. Yeah. Take my time, don't burn myself out. Well, I mean, there's no point in making a video out of it because at this point, the patch notes might drop tomorrow. I don't know, because the patch is coming out literally tomorrow. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I'm upset that they didn't drop the patch notes, bro. Let me see when the patch is coming out. I think it's March 5th. Yeah, March 16th is we'll get the patch. March 16th. I might stream then. Stream the like boot up the patch. But for what we know with the actual footage, JP still has a throw loop, but he's no longer has a walk forward throw loop. So what that tells you guys is, straight up, they are not removing throw loops from this game. As much as people whine and complain about throw loops, they're not removing throw loops from this game. Personally, I do not care about throw loops. I'm gonna be honest, I don't. Not because my character has one. I just don't. The throw loops that characters have, depending on the context of the situation, throwing someone could literally get you killed. Especially if you just try to loop someone. Like I don't mess with I don't mess with the safe throw loops. So the ones where you can kind of walk back, you don't have to put yourself in danger and still be able to like whiff punish their throw and stuff like that. So I like the throw loops such as like Juri's throw loops. There's kind of a, depending on the context of the situation, there's definitely risk associated with it if the Juri player is going for the throw loop because of the wrong because she can be punished on back throw. So like throw loops like that, I think are fine in the game because there is some type of risk reward to them. It's just that people just don't want to do anything about like throw loops because they're like, oh, I have to take the throw or whatever, or else I'm gonna die. You're not gonna die from not taking a throw unless your opponent has significant resources, and this is kind of a thing that a lot of people don't understand when it comes to like managing when to take throw loops and when to not take throw loops. Because that's usually the biggest thing is people will take throw loops when they necessarily don't have to. Even top players do this because they feel it's the safest option. I'm not taking a throw loop when I don't have to. If I literally could take let's say for example, if I'm fighting someone and they have like 2 bars, like 2 bars of drive gauge and maybe like a super or whatever, if there's a chance for me to like, and I have like resources or whatever, like 2 bars as well, like two super bars and maybe like 4 or 5 drive bars or whatever, I'm actively trying to get out of the throw loop. I'm not gonna be like, well, it's the safest option or whatever. No, I'm actively trying to get out of the throw loop or stuff like kind of situations like that where I'm not gonna sit and just take a throw loop. or I would like I really what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to tech sometimes. So like tech, and then like on the first like attempt is to like kind of tech, maybe tech or not tech or whatever. See how they're playing it, and to kind of plant their ideas that I will tech a throw loop to get out of the situation, and then that opens up the other defensive options so I can get out of the corner and stuff like that. So that if they try to shimmy me, I'm out of the corner or whatever. So stuff like that. Right? You have to leverage those options to open up other options. And I feel like players don't necessarily do that enough because they're just like, well, I have to take the throw loop, I have to take the throw loop, I have to do this or whatever, and they're like, oh, throw loops are bad. Well, throw loops are toxic or whatever when they've eaten like 70, 80 billion damage from taking throws when they didn't have to necessarily take the throws. It's just that players don't understand when to take the throw and when not to take the throw, and it is difficult to manage that. It's something that I manage myself, but I've been working on a system where I'm working on when to take the throw and when not to take the throw. One thing that is important when I was watching the Capcom Cup is, like I said, this year, I learned a lot about how to defend yourself at the highest level, especially in those sets. I might go back and watch them again when I do have time and just kind of like think about it more. But there was a lot of my things, or a lot of the things that I'm thinking about the game. If I can sharpen those up, yeah, it's gonna be pretty scary. So like I have my theories about the game. I've been taking notes. I need to work on my offensive theories and stuff like that. But yeah, if I can play the full way with optimum ability and things that I like, if I can play like 80% of the things that I'm thinking about, oh man, it's gonna be crazy. Yeah. So, but yeah, I wish I could show some of the footage. I mean, I have the archives because the ticket gives me the access to the archives. But I think I'm gonna talk about it, and whenever the footage, for sure, whenever the footage gets released, I might start scripting a video for it, like an actual proper video, and talk about like how like defense, and honestly defense, and I'll talk about a couple things I learned from watching it at the highest level. So one thing is defense, burnout, and like such as like taking a throw and stuff like that. Like when it like kind of some moments where I was like, oh, my players were taking throws, and how to leverage these situations and stuff like that. So just be on the lookout for that. And I also have a another project that I'm working on. I might drop a trailer for it, but this project, I have the footage for it. I just need to edit it. But this project is going to be huge. It's going to be a year-long project, I think, and I'm gonna improve as I go along the way with it. But this project is going to be, I think it's going to be dope, and it's going to be a dope thing. Hopefully, I can do what I envision for it. Oh, yep. Let me put up the message. But yeah, today is a good day. I mean, I guess I would say I could watch some of my own replays until we get some replays, people up in here for the replay review. Guys, it is a Sunday. Is it Sunday? Yeah. Is it Sunday or is... Okay, yeah, it's Sunday, bro. Oh gosh. Okay. Man, my timing is just so bad, bro. I've been up since for 4 to 5. Since I've been up at 5, 6, 7 o'clock these past 4 to 5 days, bro. All because of Capcom Cup. If I make Capcom Cup, guys, I want you guys to stay up till 4 to 5 o'clock to watch me. Man, this is kind of brutal. I don't recommend anyone do this. I'm probably gonna go to bed early today at like 10 o'clock just to kind of reset myself. But I woke up like I went to bed at 5 after Capcom Cup. I was trying to play a little bit, but then I was like, bro, I'm so tired. I can't even think straight, bro. I'm tired. I booted up the game. I was on the game. I was in training mode. Played for a little bit, then I fell asleep, bro. I was like, man, bro, I gotta get some sleep. I literally was just sitting in bed for a while. Got up at 11. Went back to sleep. I was like, bro, I'm super tired. Let's go. Let's go, William. There's some projects I probably need to revisit. I don't know. It just depends. I probably should go back and do that whole shit you play thing with the characters. I do have a I do have that. It's just where's Capcom Cup? Uh, where? What do you mean where's Capcom Cup? I can't. I can't watch anything. What? I can't watch it. I mean, I watched it because I bought the ticket. Stack, what's happening? I bought the ticket, but I mean, I can't watch it. Oh, you want me to get the stream banned? Sonic Soul, Sonic Soul got banned, bro, for on Twitch. Capcom Cup. Yeah. Sonic Soul got banned because he was trying to watch Cap. He was watching Capcom Cup and he had the little reflection. He had shades on, and you could see the reflection of it. I'll help. Listen, I'm not trying to have we could watch the polls. I can do that. Capcom has given me permission to watch those, but I cannot show any of the pay-per-view footage. And it sucks too because yeah, it was actually a pretty good top 16. Dang. Yeah. Just get that started. Yeah, they don't play, bro. Yeah, they banned him. He had the glasses on. Let me see if I can find the Sonic Soul thing. He he got banned for 2 days because of it. Yeah, my voice is kind of. So he was reflecting the stream in his glasses, bro. It's fun. It was pretty funny though. I think he's still on YouTube, so he didn't get banned on YouTube, but he got banned on Twitch for 2 days for streaming. Bro, let me see if I can find that. Let me see, bro. It was fun. Like he had he was watching Cat Pop Cup and he knew what he was doing. It was funny. Yeah, because no, he did it on purpose. But like, cause he zoomed the camera in on his glasses, so you could see the reflection of CPT off of it. So he was watching it, and you could see the reflection of it on on his glasses. So he definitely planned it. Like, he had planned to do it. He thought it was gonna be like the thing where the guy that was watching the UFC fight, he was he had the UFC stream on Twitch, and he had his controller like he was playing UFC, whatever the latest UFC game is. So it looked like he was trying to make it look like he was playing the game, because the game kind of looks like it's real life if you're kind of far away, you're not, you don't know anything, right? So he was doing that, and but he did it differently. It was funny. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty funny. Bro. But yeah, Capcom don't play, bro. If I boot up that PPV, they're gonna come for the stream, bro. Copyright material. Honestly, I think if I were to watch it right now, they probably wouldn't take down the stream. I mean, they might take down the stream. I've had this happen before. There, like back in the day, I got a stream pulled on YouTube because I didn't understand how YouTube stream worked, because I was watching anime on stream. I got it pulled from YouTube, and I got a strike on my channel, and so since then I was like, oh snap, I can't do that. Never mind. It showed top 16. It showed top 16. And also, it's not a good look for me to do that on stream, because I would yes, like to have a career, at least have a career, and doing things like that definitely won't allow me to have a career. So it'll be frowned upon. I'm reading the chat. Going for it. Honestly, I could see them do a pay-per-view again next year, because they announced an increase in the prize pool, and they're also doing another $1 million. At this, like, I don't know how long they're gonna be doing this. They're doing another $1 million. They increased the prize pool for SFL, but the problem with SFL is, right now it's like, it's not. I'm gonna keep it honest. SFL is not good. There's no way for you to consistently get into or at least try to get in SFL. At least there was 1 year. Well, before the whole change to it, I think they're gonna have a whole SFL Asia. I'm pretty sure. What is it? I think SFL Asia is this year. So Lashar is probably going to SFL Asia. Because he announced that he will no longer be in Street Fighter League Japan at the World Championship. But they increased the prize pool. They said they're going to increase the prize pool to over $700,000 worth of prize money for SFL. But there's no way for anybody. There's no way to get into SFL because right now it's like a friends club, a friends league, right? So if you're friends with a top player or whatever, and you're decent enough, they'll put you on the team, and that sucks. I know last year they had the first year they had tryouts. I wish the teams would bring back tryouts at least for a spot. That would be pretty cool. Just at least for one spot. Fat V6 plus bro. Oh, this team was stacked. Wait, Ryu Kichi was on? Oh no, this I'm tripping. This is last year. This is 2020. Yeah. Oh yeah, this team was stacked. Saka, Ryu, say Bonchan, 2021. Yeah, this Nasser esports team was kind of, but it's gonna be interesting because SFL now I think they're moving away from super teams. Like the formats now is like player they can no longer be super teams, so I'm guessing they're trying to balance out the league now. But there are no longer super teams. Oh, that Bandits X Nasher team was pretty good. Then that, yeah, they're removing super teams because you can only have one lone player out on a team. So if a player is part of another team, they you can only have one of those on your team. So that means the Ninja and Pajamas team that currently is on right now, that well the EU filled it, they will no longer be able to fill that team anymore. So they can pick one of them. I probably think it might just be Big Bird. I can honestly see Angry Bird probably sitting out this year. I don't know what's been going on, but Angry Bird has been MIA. Let's see. Yeah, he Captain Cup. But he went a whole year without compete. Well, not a whole year. Yeah, he DQ'd one. Oh, he said evil. Never mind. Okay, never mind. I thought it was weird. I don't know. I could have swore I have not seen. Okay, so there was a gap in between. Yeah, there was a gap in between October and Capcom Cup outside of SFL where Angry Bird didn't compete. Want to see Punk play? Yeah, I like it in concept because it's a nice change of pace for singles, and it can provide structure for players in terms of having a team, et cetera, stuff like that. Probably not, yeah, but well, have a good day at work, Night Owl, bro. You gonna be at Showdown this year? Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. They're expanding the league too. Let's say they're expanding the league. So they increase the prize pool. They're expanding the lead. I think Street Fighter League Asia might actually start this year. Oh, it's in 2020, 2027. SFL Pro Asia, so that's going to have another league. So East Asia and Southeast Asia, they're going to have their own league, so that's going to open up more spots for players next year. So we're going to see a lot more South American players. So yeah, so they're gonna have teams over there. Uh, but it's interesting. You do? Yeah. Uh, what's the video idea? Mindset for each master rank? You mean the skills required that you would need to get through each master rank? I do need to start making more actual videos. I need to sit down and plan. Well, the purpose of me doing the streams as well was to chop those up and make them into videos. The mindset. I don't know. It's difficult. What do you mean, like the things that it requires to get better? And those. I think I just repeated the same thing. So you said the mindset. Like, what do you mean by like mindset? When I think of mindset, I mean like the attitude that you need to be able to compete at that level. But or compete within that specific rank. That's what I think about when I think about mindset. Prediction mindset. I play with a more prediction mindset. So predictive, where you're like predicting more things. Like, yeah, they play an oh, okay, yeah. Yellow Master they play. Honestly, even at high, I've been every rank except Legend. I was so close to getting Legend, but I've been every ranked. Not only have I been every ranked, but I played ranked in different environments. So here, and I played it in Japan. I can tell you this straight up: a lot of the players they played it. It's hard to predict what you'll know what they will do next. I was talking with someone about this. Is I don't think players aren't truly random. Okay, what I mean by that is they aren't not readable. It's like people are like, oh, I'm playing this guy. He's like so random. Um, but I can predict almost with 100% accuracy what's probably not 100% accuracy, but what's going to happen with a player, based on the reading, kind of reading the flow of the match, like what they're more likely to do. It's not players aren't random. They're panicky. They'll do stuff that's like panicky. But but this idea, players are random. Players say that because they want to offload some of the blame and put it on the player, right? I could point out certain things that you might do wrong and be like, yeah, you did this and this wrong. Yes, the player might, and I'm like, you did this and this wrong, but I can tell you why this player did exactly what almost I can tell you almost why a player did exactly what they did, and a certain reason because of a certain outcome. It's not that hard to predict, right? Commonality in different master levels. Uh, that would be fire. I don't know. I don't know how it was separated in different master levels. Because to be honest, everything, all the master levels are the same to me. That's just the problem. All of them were the same to me. Master, ultimate, master, all the way up to ultimate master. I would say after, ultimate master is a little bit different, but from master to ultimate master, they all are the same to me. To me. And heck, even ultimate master. I was in my like my sleep deprived state, bro. I was playing I was trying to play some rank, not like rank. I was trying to play some matches online yesterday after SFL. I was like, let me see if I could play a couple matches. This is like 5 o'clock in the morning, bro. I was playing Ultimate Master Kim. At first, I thought about quitting because I was like, bro, this is. I'm not trying to play no Kim and player at 5 o'clock in the morning, bro. Sleep deprived, but I play the match, and I was playing it. I was like, damn, bro. I was like, these players really play the same, bro. He's an ultimate master. So they all play the same to me. You post some reads? Okay, gotcha. Oh, yeah, we need to do a checkup for you, my guy. A weekly checkup. I was by gonna do some of my replays or whatever. I keep saying I'm gonna show you guys what I'm working on, but I never really talk about it that much. I mentioned it before, but I never really like fully mentioned it. I guess I do need to look at some replays of my own or whatever. Been up and down and ranked. That's okay. That's to be expected if you're practicing the stuff that we talked about. Uh, Progress isn't linear. I've said this before, right? So it's you might have a like there was a period where I feel like I was a progressive. So when you learn something, you might have something where you're just like, and then there might be a point where you're just like this, and it just goes like this, and then it shoots up after like you get through that little up and down and just like shoots up. I think I'm kind of in the phase where I'm starting to understand a bit more, as opposed to being shake. Because there was a like I was really I did I didn't talk about this, but we had an event at my scene. It was for like a $600 it's over $600 for first place, right? This was accumulation. Actually, there's an article about this. So we did this before I do the replay, before we check up on you, my guy. But we did this. Uh, Let's see if I can find it, bro. I'm really gonna have to go through this. Also, by the way, I'm gonna say this. Damn, I'm not gonna say it, bro. I'm gonna give him some respect, but I was gonna say, Daigo's a straight bum, bro. If you know, you know. If you were watching SFL yesterday, he was straight bum, bro. Getting carried like that. Yeah, bro got carried to a championship and the and to a qualification for Capcom Cup. Unbelievable. It's honestly one of the most shameless state of bummeries I've ever seen, bro. It's sad, bro, to say that about Daigo. At the blow my nose. I was trying to find some tissue, but I think I know what your tissue is. I didn't see yeah, I've been getting sick because my my sleeping schedule got messed up. I'm definitely getting sick. I'm definitely getting sick. I definitely don't want to show this because What's Discord message? That's me bullshit. Oh, this right here, right? So we had a news article, a local newspaper, written about this right here. So I was trying to practice for this event, and not only was I practicing trying to practice for this, I was actually trying to learn something as well too, because I was in the middle when this event happened. This was like last week or like a couple weeks ago. This is our basically our Capcom Cup. So we had a whole season where we went through where if you did place well at locals, you got points to get into a top 8 finale for this year, right? So I qualified. I single-handedly secured my qualification in the first part of the of when we were doing it, because we did it from like March of last year to like December. And I had so many points that I literally stopped showing up for locals for like 4 months, that I still ended up in 5th place, but I was like in first or second. But anyway, we're doing this right here. And you guys can see me like, hey, look, there's me right there. You guys see the back of my head. You know that SpongeBob episode where he's like, hey, look, Gary, there's me. Look, Gary, there's me. You literally see the back of my head, bro. Cover photo too, bro. Look at that. I made the cover photo of a local newspaper, guys. But anyways, we had this the event, right? It was a Capcom Cup event, and well, not a Capcom, it's Capcom style Cup event. Going in, I was trying to learn something, and then I took notes to try to prepare for this event, right? This event, like, in terms of what I was expecting to, it went completely south, right? Not only did I regress because prior to this event, I was looking pretty shaky, kind of like how Minna was looking at Capcom Cup this year earlier, right? I was looking pretty shaky because like it just got close, and what I was working on up until this point, I hadn't like stress tested, right? And so this was the first time in an environment where it was like, oh, where something real was on the line, where I had to do what I was working on in a higher stress environment, because I was doing this in locals. I was practicing it at locals and whatnot. You know, I was doing what I was like, whatever. I would show up to win or whatever, right, win or get second place, whatever, right, with my new play style or what I was working on the defensive end. Come to this event, completely look different, like in terms of like what I'm working on. Mid set, I'm calling out what I'm supposed to do, but I'm not executing it in the middle of the tournament, because it just like it like hit me, because I had never was like tried to change my play style and then add other things as well to it, and then do it in a higher stress environment. So I was like, man, I should be doing this, and I played bad. I played really bad, to the point where I ended up 4th. Well, after that event, I ain't gonna lie, I was pretty pissed, because I was like so mad. I went home, didn't say anything, I left, right? Well, after that happened, the next 2 events, I mean, you guys can see, like, I won the next 2 locals. So I say this to say that situations like that, when you're learning, they're going to happen, right? You're just gonna be up and down, right? But after you're gonna have a bad period, because you're trying to stress test the things that you're working on. Once you stress test the things that you're working on, it's going to feel like I'm not making any progress or anything like that. But I feel like after that event, I became a better player, because I was like, oh, God dang it, this sucks. My headphones. I became a better player because I didn't want to lose because I was like, man, that $600 would be nice, right? But I became a better player, and because I lost at the wrong time, and so I think I'm starting to get my groove back. So the next check would be Texas Showdown for me. That's in a couple weeks. I do have to make some adjustments to my gameplay. Before then, just kind of refine something. Mostly my offensive things, like the defense. I feel like I'm better on, but yeah, don't feel too bad if you feel like you're not making any progress or anything like that, because trust me, it happened with me. Oh, I keep trying to figure out this. But let me pull up your replays, and so we can take a look at it. And we'll see what. And I gotta remind myself of what I told you. Replay reviews. Okay, cool. What did I tell you? I don't remember. Bro, what did I tell you? What the hell? Do you have the actual like notes? Because I like to reference exactly what I said. Ah, here it is. Okay, I found it. Okay. Okay, yeah. I probably still need to make that video. I don't think if I oh, okay. I probably should make a video out of this. What when I was notes. I think that was a pretty good segment. Yeah, I have it in the chat. I found it. I just needed to look for it, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm out of it. I'm kind of out of it. It's not you. It's me. He said we're tired, but we're gonna power through this, bro. We gonna do it. We gonna be all right. Just gonna get a little sleep. We just gotta fix our sleeping schedule, bro. I'll be honest. We just gotta fix the sleeping schedule. I hope it gets fixed though, but it should be a problem. All right. Me rambling gave me some time to charge my headphones a little bit. I use earbuds. I think I'm just gonna get inner ears, because I was trying to use these. These are like wireless earbuds. I think I'm probably just gonna get inner ears. No battery, no nothing, no wireless. Thank you. I don't know why I just didn't buy inner ears. I stopped using headsets because of my hair. Like I don't like having an indentation in my fro because of it. I probably could just like split my fro whenever I wear them, and like kind of like part my fro. You can do it like that, but bad does it. Oh, you guys can't see the game. I need to get my stream deck set up so I could just bloop, beep, boop, boop, beep, bop, pop it on the stream deck, and change the. I also do need to get more lighting in here. It is maybe get a blackout curtain. I'll probably get something like that in the future to kind of create an atmospheric mood in here, like a like a standard gamer vibe, guys. I do have like some stuff on my wall. My room does have stuff on it, but it's not like fully decorated. Bro, no, please don't do this to me. Fighting ground. All right, let's see how you progressing, my G. It said it's just I'm just checking for progress. That's it. Let me get a document up too. Official document, so you'll have an actual. So we have like an official note document. It's a that's already N3 M3. Yeah, we'll do that. I just wish you can copy and paste these in Capcom Cup. I'm not Capcom Cup. Why did I say Capcom Cup, bro? I got Capcom Cup on the brain. And Street Fighter 6. Who's else in the street playing? Ooh, you read it nowhere. Final Bird. I don't know who the hell this is. Where's my controller at? I'm sorry, everyone. I know it's a bit slow. I'm moving a bit slow today. So we're tired. We're super tired. Capcom Cup, best be up, bro. Messed up my schedule. Messed up my sleeping schedule. Oh, fuck, bro. The best match? Honestly, it was Fudo versus Blas. I'll be honest with you. Fudo in general was a favorite. Yeah, it was Fudo versus Blas. I was watching that tournament. Like, I was watching that set, bro. At one point, it looked like Fudo was probably the best player. To me, I was watching Fudo. I was like, bro, this guy's the best player in the world. Like, it literally looked like at one point he was the best player in the world. I still he probably is the best player in the world right now. He cooked in SFL. I mean, I know Sahara won, but I'm gonna be real with you. I don't necessarily always think the player. I don't think the player that wins the tournament is not necessarily the best player in the world. They could be a top 5 player, which, yeah, one of them. But bro, I wish I could show some of that stuff in that match. But Fudo was doing things that I had never seen when he was playing Blas. I'm telling, like, before Blas made his adjustment, if anything, Fudo was going to speed run him. It was that bad. The best head. Fudo's by far the best head. He better than Sahara. I watched them play the same match. I think what it is I think Sahara has a his playstyle countered. I don't know if his playstyle I think his playstyle might have countered Blas a little bit more. I think Sahara's a bit more riskier with a lot of stuff that he was doing, especially when he was playing against Blas. He took a lot more like risk that just paid off. I think that was kind of the difference between his match and like between when he played Blas and versus when Fudo played Blas, and it also helped that Sagat has a bad matchup against Ed. So there's that, but I know he eventually went on to beat Blas and win the tournament and beat Killshoe and whatnot. But the way Fudo was playing that matchup, bro, I swear to God, bro, it was like watching Michael Prime. It was like watching if we're talking about terms of like basketball, it might have been probably like the equivalent of watching 2019 Kawhi Leonard, where I was like, oh my God, bro, this guy is the best player in the world right now. It was that crazy. I have never seen a guy like I almost forgot for a moment he was playing Ed. That's how like, that's how crazy it was. I almost forgot he was playing Ed. I'm cute a buck. I almost gave him a pass. Yeah, he was crazy, bro. But yeah, I probably think after this tournament, probably Fudo is probably the best player in the world. Yeah. Watch the last one first. Which one did I do? It was funny. So this is kind of like a troll. Okay, I'll watch the trolly one. Just for, I'm assuming you were kind of like trolling here. So, well, I'm not gonna evaluate this one. I think. The replay isn't working. This one's not working. It says no such replays found. No, I can't copy and paste it. For some reason it won't allow me to, like, well, okay, it's a different application, but I'm assuming because the clipboard feature doesn't work in this game. So like I could even though if it's like a different application, I could copy and paste and other stuff. But Street Fighter 6, the clipboard feature does not work in this game. Yeah, so this one works. Bro, what the heck? Scared of women? What is with these people, bro? Yeah, you might want to have to, it might be a different ID, because the other two are correct. It's just that this one's incorrect. What is wrong with people, bro? Bro said scared of women. What the heck, bro? Bro said scared. Go to your account. Which one is it? See the last match play. This one, me, myself, and I. Huh? Yo, I'm tripping. What is going on? Why can't I find this replay? Maybe I typed it in wrong. Huh? Oh. What the heck? Let me try this. Apparently how did I do this? You know what it was? I think I know what happened. I might have accidentally blocked you. That's why. I don't know how this happened. Oh, this guy. I have this guy blocked. Okay, no, I didn't block you. I blocked this guy. He probably was like laggy. That's why I blocked him. Why did I block this? He might have been laggy or it might have been trolling. I don't know. That's why I couldn't see the replay. I was typing it correct, but I blocked that guy. That's why. That's what it was. No, I don't care about modern. I just only block like laggy people or people that troll online. Cause first, obviously it's lag. No one wants to play in lag. Second, I mean if you're trolling online, bro, like, see now I can see it. Yeah, I don't have a problem with modern. I actually played modern before. So, like, it's not modern. I played modern. I got Chun to master with modern. So, when I was doing my master characters, I got halfway through all the casts, and I stopped doing it. But when I was doing Chun to master, I did her with modern. What's funny is I would play modern Mai. I just don't like the fact that she loses standing medium punch. But all the benefits that she gets are crazy. Yeah, see, I think this guy is trolling. That's why I stopped. I shall get East Man. Round 2. Fight. I don't give him a Oh. Should I do a breakdown on Sahada? Would y'all like to see that? I don't get what's happening. Oh, it's a modern mirror match. That's why. Oh. Sit. Bro, did spin his super? got baited. Oh, he dead. Oh, dang. Oh, he dead. You backed off. So you got drunken Ed gameplay. Was that late at night? Late night Ed gaming. All right, bro. Come on, Capcom. What are you doing? Street Fighter 6. Moving forward after this, I mean, I'll talk about this later. We'll just talk about this after I finish this. But yeah. God dang, I'm tired. Ugh. All right, let's do this. I got halfway through typing it. A ranked match versus a Grandmaster Aki. Dabadoo. Alright. Alright, good for this. Got a hand here. Nice. Nice. Alright, block the throw. Nice. Okay. All right. I see we're doing nice. We're doing good. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see. Nice fire flicker. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Nice. Level 3, let's go. Hold on. You say you've been up it. This is the content. This is fucking kind of nice. I think I do see one problem that you could fix. But the fact that this is improvement. That was a straight belt to ass. Belt to ass. No. Oh yeah, you cooked them up 2-0. You served them up something vicious. Yeah. You see how much better it looks? Even like this is you against ultimate grandmasters, right? You see how much better it looks whenever you like hold your position, present, use edge normals to control that space, and you know, with modern you got anti-airs, you're usually able to anti-air stuff like that to stop your opponent from jumping, and you just control that space. It's just so much better. Fireball. Anti-air, yeah. Look at this. Like, faking fireballs. You know, sometimes I don't know what this. Oh, was this a fireball fake? Probably, maybe. But yeah. Okay, yeah. He's putting that normal. That's fine.
Round 2. Fight.
Dang, that should have been a modern super. You got the modern reactions. Nah. You gotta get the modern reactions out. Alright. A couple things. One thing for sure that we can that will help you is a nice escape. Secret nature. Yeah, fireball feint. Like right here, I feel like in these ranges where you're like, when your opponent's in your range, I mean, you can just kind of, I don't know how about it just work. I don't know. Bro, okay. Okay, never mind. What is this one? Never mind. Okay. My bad. But like I feel like once they get into your range, I feel like you could maybe use some normals. Like you just have to figure out the range of the edge normal so you don't whiff like that, like I was doing. But when you're in this little pocket range, this is kind of where Ed excels at. I feel like you could throw a little bit more, like the standing medium kick, you know, to present something out there. Crouching heavy kick, kind of like those normals to kind of have something out there, so you not just only relying on fireball feints and stuff like that, just to get your opponent thinking about something, to where they're like, oh, I have to whiff punish, and so then once they start thinking about whiff punish, yeah, then you could maybe drive rush in, maybe add some also maybe add some flickers in here as well too in this range, because flicker is pretty good in this range. Actually, flicker is probably better in this range. My bad. Like when you're in this range. Yeah. So you can do like flicker. Now you can do non-charge flicker like that, so like that as a poke, right? Just kind of use like add like present something for the opponent to kind of think about too, while also adding in the feint as well. In neutral, like while you're in this range, and you also, you know, you can backdash or whatever. So while you're doing this, or while you're throwing your fireball, you can add flickers. Right. You can mix those in as well, and then when they're in this up close range, you can do like your stand medium punch. I mean your stand medium kick. You know, like when they're like, so use more of your normals to kind of present something for the opponent, right? So that's good. Why you? No, yeah, it's different on modern. While you're holding your ground, so you can do that, right? So that's one thing that we can improve on. Yeah, I feel like in this situation, yeah, you almost threw this away. I feel like the defense in certain situations, we're getting too antsy. Especially when we have life leads. We don't need to commit to, like, we don't have to commit to like doing like too much unsafe stuff. Like DP every now and then is fine because your opponent has to overextend. So like DPs at those timings are fine. But like I feel like right here, like once you got to about count this. Let's count this. So we have this situation right here. Once we got here to this situation, right? Let's count this. All right. So you block, DP. That's one. That's fine. Then you drive reversal. It's punishable. Point of block. Then you backdash. So within a span of a couple seconds, you did 3 different options that weren't block, and you lost a bunch of health before it because the DP itself was successful. It worked, right? So you should have went back to I mean, you did it again, right? And that's fine. Like it's okay to, like, you know, so you have the life lead or whatever, you want to take a risk or whatever, that is perfectly fine. They're still trying to pressure you, right? BDP. Okay, that's fine, right? Easy. All right. That maybe could have been a fireball instead of a flicker, right? Because she got the spacing, and so you wouldn't have had to deal with something like that. But yeah, you even then you should have just blocked it out because you just got the DP. You just did the DP, right? So you've already exhausted an option. So now the opponent's like, they're waiting for like something else, and then now they keep going in on you, right? And you keep trying to escape and stuff like that, right? once you establish, something like this in the situation, like once you DP'd it or something like that, and you have like a life lead like this, force your opponent to open you up by making them like try to throw you, overextend with the throw. Okay? Instead of you gifting them the round by trying to do a bunch of other stuff. Because at this point, he hadn't shown that he was going to throw you. So make him show you that he's going to throw you before you start doing additional options after this, right? He hadn't shown this. So there was no need for you to continue to try to put yourself in compromising positions by repeating a bunch of different actions that were unnecessary after you initially got the first win on that interaction, right? It's just this is how matches, this is how round snowball is. You get one thing wrong, and then you keep gambling over and over until you hopefully win the gamble. That's where I think a lot of players go wrong. Is they'll hit a jackpot, and then they'll keep trying to go back to the jackpot without necessarily understanding the context of what's going on, right? So I feel like if you would have just kind of blocked it out, see what he did, see if he threw you, then maybe respond after that with something different due to the throw, that would have been better, as opposed to you just instantly responding, right, after you already responded. So I would kind of temper your like, if you get like a read or like a match or something like that, I would kind of temper your defense of I'll kind of tone it down, right? So once you get that initial thing, then kind of just start thinking, okay, maybe block and see what they do, right? So that would help. I think that's probably where the inconsistency come from. Is this, because you'll see this come up as well too with your defense. So you're matching right there, and DP just so happened to work right there again. But within the span of a couple seconds, you did about like 5-6 different options, and then one of them just so happened to work at the end. All right. And also this right here, this is really big. This is also going to get you killed right here. Not the threat versus whatever. This is where you're going to find problems, especially facing other people, like top level players. It's right here. You see this? This is -3. Okay. He doesn't know this, or what does he try? I don't know what he tries. He tries to like mash jab, delay jab, or whatever. But a lot of the other players, they're gonna have a better understanding of the frame data. I feel like in these situations, you try to take back your turn. You just do it. You don't know if the opponent's trying to walk up and throw you. You don't know if they're mashing or not. And so this is creating these weird situations where if the opponent's mashing you out, then they're getting damage, and then it's snowballing because you're then doing other stuff on like defense as well too. So stay away from mashing on. I would figure out what your negative stuff is. Know what that is, and see how the opponent plays it before you instantly start going for like mashing after. Yeah. Just pushing. Yeah. So I'm assuming they were pushing after your negative stuff. Like you have positive. What you have the positive frames or whatever. They can't really punish, right? But they're pushing after negative, and then they're like doing a like getting you, knocking you down, and then forcing you to be uncomfortable and make a bunch of. And you're just cycling through stuff. I think that's probably the issue, right? And so this situation, this comes up again, but off of Stand Fierce is also negative, I think. I don't know if it's in this fair play. Yeah, also, like I said, you're challenging on it. Yeah, it's in the other replay, but okay, backdashing again. But yeah, let me see if we can find an example of this. Another example that isn't the light pit. I was supposed to have a day where I was play against the chat. I just never got around to it, bro. I haven't been streaming after that. Normally I play off stream. If you want to play me, like if I'm on, just like shoot me a message. But I will be doing a day where I play against chat and stuff like that. Moving forward, my intention is to legitimately stream more, especially during like the day. I guess I could say this now. I will be streaming my practice and like my stuff throughout the week, like legit, like my practice, like when I'm working on and stuff like that. I think that's going to be a thing. These next couple of weeks, I'll be doing that, and I'll also be having special streams where I do breakdowns for characters, especially after the patch. Like you're literally gonna be seeing me like break down and lab stuff in real time and try to figure stuff out with different matchups with different characters, playing against those characters, playing sets against those characters, and also having days where I play against chat. So I plan to increase the amount of streaming days that I do. Yeah, the chat day will probably be like on a Friday or something. Where it's like, oh, it's Friday, everybody come through, join the lobby or whatnot, or whatever, we can play against each other, right? But I do plan on intentionally doing a lot more, like streaming my practice, and then try to make some videos and stuff, make more videos. Dang, my throat. I do want to show this before, just so you can kind of see. Video is tough, yeah. I might make rank grind videos too. I noticed people have been liking people have been wanting there's people have been asking for rank grind videos. Not for me specifically. I pay attention to other players as well to see what people are saying in their comments, especially content creators. I know people have been looking at Brian F's videos. They're like, hey man, we're happy that you're bringing back the rank compilations and stuff like that. I might start doing those as well, like where I'm just streaming and then chop them up and make into like a whole rank compilation. Or I might do something different. There's a player, I don't know if you guys follow him. Damn, what's his name? AM Kid. I don't know if you guys know him, but he was doing when he was doing his like rank stuff. Yeah. Oh really? Oh, let me pull this up. Yeah, I've noticed that there's like people have been asking for like rank content, which is weird. Yeah, I don't know. Like people have legit been like looking at rank content. So I mean I guess I have to start making more. Yeah. No, it's for your channel. It's doing fine. Like no, this is doing fine. So I'm gonna start implementing more rank stuff, gameplay. You know, just a lot of content that I'm missing out on and other opportunities. But I did say I have a huge project, and grinding rank is part of that huge project. So we'll be doing more grinding rank. We'll be entering more tournaments. I also will be maybe vlog. I'll probably be vlogging more too. Again. But yeah, let me look at this real quick. Let me show you this real quick. That's fine. You just missed an anti-air back there. Yep, right here. That's mine is 6, and you challenge after, right? So, yeah, mine's 6, and you're hitting like, what'd you hit? I don't know. Heavy punch. Right? Yep, here, right here. This works right here. But it shouldn't have worked, right? You take your turn back in situations where you should be taking your turn back at. Right here, right here. Yeah, he shouldn't have got this damage on him. And that DP shouldn't have happened. And so you have to cover. This is like literally your problem, right? So you're covering for like this mistake with defensive, like bad, like just scrambling defensive options instead of to make, yeah, because it's working. Yeah, that's and I said this before in another short. You can win with something and it not be a habit that will lead you to winning long term. It'll get you the set at that moment and that point, and you'll win right there. But if you keep using that, it'll over the long run it'll make you a worse player, because the higher levels that you get or the different opponents that you fight, they might see that and exploit that weakness. So just because something works or just because you're winning with something does not necessarily mean that you have to continue, that you have to that it needs to be used. Okay, it's okay to mash in those in situations like that if you know that I did one flicker or whatever, or standing heavy punch, and I saw that my opponent walked forward and he threw me after my negative frames. That is a very common situation you'll see in this game, right? If a negative frame situation happened, a player might walk forward and throw them because they feel like the player might just take and eat the throw because they know they're negative. And so that's where the mind game is, right? If you know that they're going to walk forward and hit you, then mashing is okay. I'm not saying not to mash. I'm saying that you should not be always relying on it in these situations, because more than likely the player is going to be mashing themselves because they know it's negative and they're going to knock you down. And then that's where the wheelhouse of you churning and going through your different options on defense. That's when you that's where you die, because you start going through those over and over again, going through those options, and your opponent just snowballs you from there. You could fix that issue in addition to maybe adding a scenario where if you wake up with something and it doesn't work, then go back to blocking and see how your opponent responds, right? And then make that adjustment from there, right? You do those two things, and I guarantee you'll be a lot better. Stop the mashing on your negative frames. I don't know if you know what exactly is negative or plus, but maybe look at frame data for your character and figure out, oh, I know this is negative. I shouldn't challenge after here unless I know my opponent is going to walk forward, right? So figure that out with your character. Work on that. In addition to keeping on doing the initial things that we talk about, playing like a wall, you'll be getting a lot better because I already see an improvement from where we first started, and it's looking better. But there's just certain things that we have to refine and sharpen. But yeah, overall, I am very very pleased with what I've seen so far, and I think you're on the right path. Yeah, just keep going with it. Yeah. So that's your homework. For your homework for this week is to figure out what your negative stuff in. And I want you to come back next week in the chat, and I want you to tell me at least one or two things that are negative with Ed. Right? One or two things that are negative with Ed. That's it. Okay, maybe three things. That should be easier. Three things that are negative with Ed. You don't have to give me exact number. It doesn't have to be exact -5, -6, or whatever. But just need to know three things that are negative with Ed. Okay? There's your assignment. All right, so let me get you an updated note sheet with the official. So we're gonna do yeah. Yeah, anyone can submit their replays. It just has to. Oh, bro. I didn't put the message up. What time is it? Yeah, anyone can submit your replays. It's through the Discord. I have the post. I normally make a message about it, and I pin it. Give me a sec. I might start doing tap ins on the Discord. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna start the weekly tag on Wednesday. I'm gonna start tagging people. I'm gonna be like, yo, how's everyone doing in the on the replay stuff? I gotta be better with that guy. My God, I'm gonna be better with that with the. I'm that queen. Kaji. So I'm just typing up some notes. All right. Ah. If I would go. So we got just updated sheet. I don't want to leak my plans. Yeah, I'm in the Houston FGC Discord. Yeah, no problem. I normally have. Give me a sec. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be in the chat. Trolling in the. I be trolling in the chats, bro. Yeah, give me a sec. I'm just I'm finishing up a note sheet for Stack. So then I'll just give me a few seconds, my guy. And I got. I'll take a look at and then I'll drop it. I didn't post a message. I'm gonna be honest. I just forgot. I'm normally I post a message. But I've just been so tired this week. I was up. With that too, yeah. Yeah, better self study. Now, Chris F videos are pretty good. There's one video that he did that really helped me, and it's the video that he did that helped me. Honestly, was the translation video, like his translation videos when he does the Japanese videos. Because my Japanese isn't the best right now, but there's a wealth of knowledge in the Japanese scene that is hidden behind language barrier. Especially where I'm at with a player as a higher level player, I need more I could hear something from I could hear a top player say something, and and it'll help me get better. Or I can watch a video from a player of a higher level and come up with a completely whole different concept based on what they're saying, and I'm like, oh snap, I never thought about it like that. So like I like watching videos like that, and there's a lot of high level Japanese players that make content. If I can, I'll continue to work on my Japanese, but if I could just understand it, like I feel like I'd be like 10 times. Yeah, yeah, damn, yeah, him, Krishna. I was in I was in Japan last year for Evo Japan. Yeah, Secret Outfits. Yeah. Yeah, the best video that helped me out was a Zaffarino video. Oh, I'm leaking my plans. That's my plans, guys. I can't show you those. I don't want to leak my plans. It's leaking the Krabby Fatty formula, bro. I might put together a resource list. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put together a resource list for videos that you guys should just watch that I think are just completely good to help you get better. I might do that, and I'll post it in the Discord. So like have a resource Bible that you guys can just take a look at. The PM University of professors. Yeah. I like Broski's, some of Broski's videos. But some of the videos I just don't like. Oh, that was, hold on. That was clean, bro. You see? All right, we got your seat pulled up, my guy. Stack, we got you. You'll be looking fresh. Okay, there. Ah. All right, now I'm about to drop them in the chat, my guy. Huh? Oh. I got you, my G. It's gonna be all right. Bro, why did I join this? All right, there you go. Got your notes. So, all right, let me get you situated. So, doing replay reviews. Join the Discord and post it there. You better be legend by next week. This right here, yeah. So this defense video, this is probably the best video that I've seen. For like, this is for your defense. This is a Zaffarino video. This is a must watch. And there's also there's like some Japanese stuff that I for offense specifically that I was watching. It has to deal with like drive rush and how to use drive rush. I need to do this, but I might have to hit up Zaffarino for a collab though. I might have to hit him up. But this video right here, this one right here, this video single-handedly changed change how I play, like how it started my obsession with changing how I play the game. It's a 50-minute video. I watched this video at least like, I probably need to watch it again just to let the information soak in again. But I kid you not, there was a day where I was literally watching. There was like a week or two where I was literally watching this video every day. Well, I wouldn't watch it. I would just listen to it. But this video right here, why your defense sucks and how pros fix it. This video right here helped me come up with a defensive philosophy that I think is probably one of the greatest in this game. And it all started with me just listening to him, and I'm like, huh, yeah, watch all this. Yeah, watch all of his videos are bangers, but this one in particular, this video right here, this one is like a straight banger. It's my set of this game. Yeah, the mindset. Yeah, he's very good about talking about mindset. Yeah, and this video right here. I'll put this on a sheet. Yeah. Like, he's the only reason I know how to, like, because I never really thought about it, but he's the only reason I came up with the philosophy to play defense. Like, he said something in this video that made me think, dang, I'm like, because Ari was winning tournaments, right, with how I was playing, and I had built up some bad habits even with me winning tournaments, right? But this video right here, and I'm still working on some of the stuff to this day. It changed it literally changed the way, like, changed my trajectory. About footsies. Yep. Yeah, I'm trying to get on a level where I can do something like this. Because right now, I mean, I probably could. I would just need a PowerPoint presentation. I was thinking about doing more content like this, like making live streams like this on the channel, because I think having live streams and leaving them up as VODs are very, very powerful on YouTube, because they become searchable videos and stuff like that. But I'm not really good at speaking in a public format yet that is cohesive to make these type of things work. Zaffarino is really good at that. And for me, in order for it to get better at that, I have to start doing that. So I have ideas for live form content, or content that I'm making live that I'm kind of pushing off when I should just be doing, because I feel like I'm not adequate enough to cover a lot of this stuff in a manner that is cohesive in a live format. Videos, I'm okay with videos. Yeah, key points and try practicing. That's what I'm gonna do. It's like I'm gonna have a PowerPoint and stuff like that. You just have literally have a PowerPoint and work through like a like make it like a presentation. That's essentially what he did. Cause like he has notes.
Okay,
You can
this
kind of
is
see his
fine and
notes.
dandy. She's all the way over here. Now here's the problem. Look at my drive gauge. Look at her drive. Or wake up options.
Because I think for this video, yeah,
So,
right
of course,
here.
you understand? And the thing about the first element of why your
Yeah.
defense.
So he has like his notes. I said your share ticket to throw. Yeah, he has his notes. Word panel. I think so. That's what I think. That's where the secret is. The Krabby Patty formula. Really, I don't think defense. Dual Kevin is. Dual Kevin's offense is okay. I don't think that. I think he's just really good in neutral, and he's really really solid overall. To his own detriment. Especially when I was watching him play Capcom Cup this week. Dual Kevin, and he played like that at Marvel too. His defense is crazy because he played Marvel. So like his active defense and stuff like that is because he played Marvel. Like he played Marvel, like more defensive. Like he was more defensive in Marvel, which is crazy. Well, without playing like a Morgan or something. Like he would play like Deadpool, Hawkeye, and something else, and he would play them like defensive, and he'll get like the defensive hit, and then just do it that way. This game, I feel like you cannot play. You could play defensive at certain points and be active on certain points, but you really need to have an offensive philosophy that is really good as well too. So that you need to be able to flip the switch at a dime, because you don't want to be too offensive and you don't want to be too defensive. What song is this? Oh. Yeah, I think Blas is kind of teeters on the line of that really well. Who else? Fudo does too, along with adding technicality. Mena does too. Actually, I don't know. I feel like Mena is too active sometimes. Never mind. He doesn't know when to not be active. I think Mena is way too active sometimes. Never mind. I think that's what killed him this weekend. Was him like his activity is way too much for playing with a character. Honestly, I think Capcom Cup 16, 20. Yeah, it works. But it works. But if you watch the way he played this weekend, you can see. Yeah. He said he has to remind himself to slow down. It does, but it rewards. I think it rewards active defense, but it rewards well-timed active defense. If you're pulling a slot machine every time, right? So if you're at some point you're going to hit a jackpot, right? Because that's just how outcomes work, right? So if every time on defense I'm hitting the slot machine, right? I might not get a pair for that interaction, but then there's one interaction where I might get all sevens, right? So I might happen to backdash at the right situation where I have level 3, I have the drive gauge advantage, and my opponent has less drive gauge advantage, and they have like maybe level 1, and they can't really react to DI, and so I might happen to win that situation like that, right? By constantly cycling through my options, right? But what happens if you don't? What if you don't do that, right? Like every time, right? And you try to structure it a bit more to where you're like rigging the system. You're kind of rigging the system to your advantage. And that's kind of how I do, like how I think about active defense is, and offense and stuff like that, is I'm trying to rig the game in my favor. Where you're going to have to guess, but I'm trying to guess with an outcome that I'm comfortable with, that even if my opponent red or something, that would just mean that like it wasn't my day that day, right? And I could be happy with that. But a lot of players, they're gambling on defense or doing things on offense without that perspective, right? They're just doing it, and they just happen to hit a jackpot, right? I'm trying to increase my chances of hitting a jackpot, kind of like Hikari from JJK, where it seemed like this is on that. Never mind. This is manga spoilers. I'm getting into manga spoilers. Never mind. I'm gonna stop what I'm saying. Unless you if you guys don't care about manga spoilers, if you care about manga spoilers for JJK, leave. Don't. But if you don't, conscious of that, yeah. Right. And more conscious of your outcomes. You do care, yeah. 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 I was about to make a reference that well, it's not really like a spoiler. It's just how his curse technique works. That's basically literally how it is, right? So I was gonna be like, yo, I'm trying to make my reads be like Hikari's curse technique in JJK, how it functions. Come to think of it, I don't even think he's been introduced to the anime. Yeah. But yeah, like oh yeah. But essentially, yes, you want to stack the deck in your favor. That's how you do it, right? And there are ways you can do that. It just requires it just really requires like you putting a bit of thought and not just gambling over and over again. Bro, I was about to go on a whole tangent. I caught myself, bro. Like a whole separate rant. It's 5:26, 2 hours. I would do some more replayers reviews, but I'm going to have to step out for a bit. I'm sorry, I wasn't able to get to you. My bad. I was supposed to put up the post. Like I said, I completely forgot about it. To tell you, hey guys, I normally always have a pinned message. This is where you go to do it. I was just super tired today. I'm gonna be honest with you. I literally got up like 2 hours, 1 or 2 hours before the stream. I've been up since 5, 6 o'clock every day this past 5 or 6 days because I've been watching Capcom Cup. Yeah, we do these weekly, and just for you, I don't do this right. Since you came today, so you don't have to wait another week. I will be streaming sometime again this week. I'm gonna start streaming especially for the patch. I'm gonna start streaming my practice and stuff like that. You just pop in the chat and just say, "Hey man, can you do a replay?" And I'll do it. I specifically only save it for these Sundays. Yeah, yeah. I typically do these on Sundays. They're all free, right? On Sundays, you don't have to pay anything. But I will, if you want to become a channel member. I have to change the tiers and stuff like that, but for channel members, I will do replay reviews outside of the normal Sundays. But that's kind of like how we see it. So like Sundays, those are the free days. So if you want to, Yeah, it's every Sundays. Yeah, every Sunday. We do these every Sunday. Yeah, every Sunday. It's a weekly thing. We don't miss. So far, we haven't missed, except for that one time where I had to change it to a Thursday because I was out for a I went to a tournament, and I'm probably going to be missing another day this week as well, this month, because we have a Texas Showdown, and so I'll be at Texas Showdown that day, and I'll just have to rearrange it again for that following week on a different day. But yeah, we try to do these we do this every Sunday, so less like I'm in doing a tournament or something, or I'm gone, right? Or I have something like important to do. But they happen normally at 3, or they might also change too on the Sun. They normally on the Sundays, but the timing might change as well too. So for example, I might do it at like 11 or so because I have something else to do that afternoon, right? So I might change it. I think eventually what I might do, depending on how things go, is I might just start moving them to night, like 7 p.m. or something like that. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna have to force myself to start doing this more, but I need to get out of the house. I sit and I think going out on a Sunday, especially with like my camera and stuff, I would like to go downtown and just like take pictures and stuff, improve my photography and stuff on a Sunday afternoon, where parking is free. It's not as congested. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. So I would love to do that on like a Sunday afternoon. Spend Sunday, especially with the weather becoming what it is now. It's a good time to do that. But for now, they're going to be at 3 p.m. I wish I could talk about. I mean, I could talk about Capcom Cup, but I wish I could show some of the footage. Like Capcom Cup was also eye-opening for me in terms of the defensive end as well. I'm able to I reassess certain things. Well, not reassess certain things, but I'm seeing certain things, especially about the game, and I'm like, oh man. I really just need to practice and put together because man, it's about to be crazy. I feel like I'm priming up for this year. I think it's gonna be a really good year for me. This will probably be my best season so far to date, competitive wise. I think I'm feeling really good. But yeah, throughout this is the Discord. This is the door. This is the link for that. This is my sponsors Discord. I'm supposed to be posting more stuff in there. I get SF5'd. I mean, I don't know. I think they might buff them. But yeah, this is Discord. This is my sponsor Discord. I'm going to try to be more active in there. I do have a section where it's supposed to be only me posting in there, kind of like a blog section. I'm going to be doing that more as well. So I'll be posting like like I said, I'll be working on this document. I'm gonna start working on this document this week of the most important video so far that I've seen in terms of just English. And I might do another post about like the top videos that you should watch. I mean, if you understand, like if you know a little bit Japanese. One video that I'm going to be working on, I might make an actual official video on this, is this one right here. I guess I can show you. I don't want to link all my plans. I did this. So there's this video. This is a podcast. This one right here. So someone transcribed this podcast, this Kachigiri TV. This was a coaching session with Betty that Fudo did, and apparently this is really good. So someone actually went through and transcribed it, and this is perfect for me because this helps me practice my Japanese while also learning. So I'm gonna watch this, like the time steps, translate like these sections, and This is crazy that someone literally did this. Yeah, someone actually did this. Like you will never see this done in America. Because for starters, we don't do this anyway. There is nothing like Kachigiri TV slash Topanga, because it's all part of Topanga. This is just Kachigiri TV is Bonchen and Kosaka, and Topanga is Mago, Tokido and Mago Tokido and Gachikan. Yeah, Kachigiri TV is Fudo and Bonchen, and then not Kosaka. Those are the Kachigiri. This is like, I wish we had something like this here. This is like, they haven't did one recently, but this is like cool. So this was this one was funny. And this is, I think, the one that Tokido came back from that tournament, that one Puerto Rico tournament. I'm pretty sure this is the one. Yeah, this is the one. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one right here. Tokido came back from the tournament. Right here. Right. But he came out. Yeah. Yeah, this is funny. Yeah, it's crazy that we don't have something like this. Just a mass FGC fight. That would be crazy. That would be a crazy thing to do. The problem is you could kind of tell who the player is unless you have them like fully covered. Obviously, I could tell what Fudo looks like with the mask or something like that, right? I'd be like, oh, that's Fudo. You'd be, oh, that's Blas. He has, you could see Blas's hair like coming. He got a freaking fro, right? Everybody knows, oh, that's Blas. It would have to be like the Masked Singer where they actually wear like a costume. Yeah. I wonder when Fudo's gonna retire, bro. It's gonna be a sad day when Fudo, like Fudo, Tokido, Daigo retired. Those are the players that I grew up with. Oh, let me stop recording. I don't need to record anymore. Yeah, these are the players that I legit grew up with. And to see them, but I mean, it happens. But the fact that it's crazy that Fudo's still, I wouldn't say it's crazy that Fudo is actually still in contention for being one of the best players in the world. Tokido's still arguably top 12, top 13, or even top 15, I would say. A top 15 player in the world, I would say. Even at his current level. I don't know if it's more so because of the character thing. It might be because of the character thing. Because last year Tokido was in the cup as well, and he won. Yeah, Daigo feels like he's done, bro. I don't know if you saw him at the Capcom Cup. Daigo just looks like he's done. You can tell. I don't know why he's still playing. I mean, he did like he played like a straight bum last night. Got carried to a championship ring, and got carried to a Capcom Cup 16-12, bro. Bro, he just needs to retire. Fudo, I think, got a couple more years left too. The thing is, I don't think with gaming, like fighting games, it's similar to what's that sport? Like F1, I think, where you still have like a lot of the older drivers still doing well, right? So you still have like 40-year-olds doing, and it's more so about your passion, and it just seems like Daigo doesn't have any passion competing anymore. Like, as long as the reason why most people quit isn't because they aren't able to compete. It's because they lose their passion. And so younger players are able to rise up because they have the passion. Yeah. Yeah, and Fudo still has a goal. So that's why I still see him competing and doing what he's doing. Tokido just loves doing it for the love of the game right now, so like he just loves it. Like I don't. So he's still able to compete. It's just that he doesn't have. I think it's the character thing, because last year he was in. I didn't finish this. This is me repeating what I was saying earlier, but I got sidetracked it. But last year Tokido was in the cup. He did win a premier event. Or no, 2 years ago. I keep forgetting Capcom Cup. Last year he was in the cup. 2 years ago, he won a premier event to qualify for the cup, and he was top 8 last year at Capcom Cup. Yeah, so Tokido's still a player that is, I wouldn't say serviceable. He's still really good. That's why I say he's a top 15 player still. Like he's still top 15. He's around top 15. He's not top 10, top 5, but he's still within there. But I feel like you have a mixture of the top 5. You have a mixture of a different group of age ranges, right? So you have Fudo, who represents kind of like the Daigo generation, still that guy. He's in the top 5. You have Blas, who represents like the newer generation. You have Minna, who's part of the same generation that I'm from. So like me and Minna we're in like the same boat where. We're that in between gap between being like the OGs, but we're not the OGs yet, right? So we're like in the primes, right? We'd be considered in our primes if we're playing like basketball or something, right? And taking that next step towards slowly maybe declining, right? Then you have Lashar, who's also is in that same generation. I believe Lashar's in the same generation, like his Minna and them as well too. He's like 26, 27. I thought he was 24, but apparently he's like 26, 27. He was 24, so he's part of the same thing as well, or part of the same generation. And then you have Zhao Hai, who still represents the older generation, and then I guess some people will put Sahara in there too. So you still have a mixture of new and old within this that are still considered for top 5, top 6, right? So you have the new generation. So yeah, which is good to see. And it's more so just about your passion and you keeping that up, your passion for this game. And that's the hardest thing to do. If you don't have no passion, you will not be good in this game. You will not want to train yourself to the point of being good at this game. And I feel like I've gotten refreshing And so I feel like I don't know how long I'm gonna be playing in general, but I feel like this year is gonna be a good year, set to be a good year for me as a player. I will probably surpass my best Street Fighter 5 year this year. Completely surpass that this year. If you guys want to, hey, they posted these on YouTube. I don't know if Capcom's gonna do anything about this, but this match right here, I'm not showing this match on stream. But some videos are floating around. If you want to watch it, this set probably here is one of the best sets. I watched this set. I'm not playing this set on stream. It's on YouTube. Yeah, the reaction time allegation stuff. Like this whole thing about esports, people are like, Jen is taking over because old people can't react to stuff. It's not about that. It's literally about your passion. Yes, your reaction time does decrease. That is true, but it's very negligible. It's not like a steep decline either way. Anyway, because like Fudo was reacting better than some of these young cats out here. In this set, in that set right there that I pulled up, that Blas versus, I'm telling you this, Fudo played that matchup better than what Sahara did. This man was perfect parrying step kick on reaction so much that Blas had to literally stop step kicking for a whole period. And he's like 40. I have not seen any young player do something like that. That's crazy. I'm like, it was consistently too. I was like, dang. And Kakaru was damn near in his 30s. Perfect parrying everything. I think he's like 28, 29, something like that, 28. And he was called the perfect parry prince, bro. Because I had Twitch reactions. Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. I know you said it jokingly, but most people, they actually really believe that. It'd be like, this is why older people can't compete in esports. No, bro. It's because they've been playing professionally since 18 or 16, some of these guys. At some point, once you get 25 and you've been doing the same thing for years, this is just like with any other athlete. You just want to quit and do something else. That's why they quit. That's why they retire young. Because, like, you in some of these esports, you're playing 12 to 13 hours a day for days on days. At some point, that stuff wears on you. You just want to not do that anymore. And so you shift to content creating. Especially if you made a name for yourself in competing. It's not that because they can't compete. It's just that they just don't want to grind anymore. And I don't blame them because this is a grind. But yeah, I'm gonna put this weekend. I'm gonna put this in the list. I'm gonna post this in the Discord right here, my sponsors Discord. I'm gonna have the list of videos that you guys should be watching. Like I'll include this video for defense. I'll include some drills and stuff like that. Like kind of a starter kit if you want to level up. and I'll have that out. But yeah, it's a killer for the results. This literally is the motivation. Yeah, when you work at something so long, and then some of these they don't even get like off seasons now. Well, some of them are actual seasons, so now they're starting to get off seasons. So now players are becoming it could be more manageable for players, so players can play longer and longer. But back in the day, like you were on 24/7, bro. So at some point, like you just got tired. And I can understand playing the same game over and over and over, 16 hours a day, bro. Unfortunately, I don't have to do that for this game. Could I? Probably. Like I find I've just been having fun playing and learning. But yeah, I said this before. I really beat it. I really do need to go. Like I do get caught up hanging out with you guys because I do like hanging out and stuff like that. Especially on the Sundays, you know, we do these streams. We're just trying to help each other get better and level up, and hopefully we all can level up together. Moving forward, I mean, this week we got the patch. I will be streaming more for the patch, and I think I will be doing. I will be streaming my practice pretty soon. Like what I'm working on, the things that I'm studying, everything. I'll be streaming everything, probably. Yeah, I'll be breaking down matchups live too. I'll probably do an Alex breakdown on stream, like a legit Alex breakdown, match breakdown. Look at some of his tools. I'm not playing the character, but look at what the character can do. Maybe figure out some knowledge check stuff live, and write up a little document. I do have my documents for Alex, how to counter him, his frame data, stuff like that, and we'll probably do that this week, so we don't get knowledge checked by Alex. Yeah. So we'll be doing that because I have a huge project that I'm going to be working on, and I'm going to be putting out a trailer for that pretty soon. You guys will you'll see what I'll be. You guys are going to be seeing what we're going to be doing next with the new project. With this new project, I already have it recorded. Well, I already have the footage for it recorded. I just need to edit it and drop this trailer. Well, I just need to drop the trailer for it. You guys will see. This year is going to be good. And I hope you guys continue watching. I hope, and I'm gonna continue to make the content. And I hope you guys continue to enjoy the content. So, yeah, I was gonna say we'll probably maybe. I don't know. I might be back tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, we'll see. I might be back tomorrow. Around this time, I might actually start like studying on live tomorrow. Like, I mean, I've already been studying. But I might actually put together. I might actually start show what I'm working on stream and just do that and have like I call them like scrims and stuff, and start streaming that as well too. So we can see the process, but it's just more content. So yeah, I'm out for real this time. Y'all be safe. Don't drink and drive. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. Remember that. Peace.